Akim Shalom. First thing and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Those in the gospel, broad looking at the standard of Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. Salakia, man. This fucking place, man. Salakia. This is titled, man, fuck this goddamn place. And, you know, this is going to be straight raw and uncut. Anybody that have a sensitive, or you're very sensitive in Salaki, I'm trying to adjust this damn thing, man. I'm trying to adjust this, so bear with me, brothers. I'm sorry. Sisters out there, apologize. But basically, man, if you don't have thick skin, this is probably not the video for you, man, because through the spirit, I don't think this is gonna be a one of those. Come on, man. Salakia, there we go. I don't think this is gonna be one of those PC videos, you know, but through the spirit, this Lord's will to be edifying. You know, they got this thing called Clark Kent, right? Now, us brothers that's familiar with being Clark Kent's, Superman, aka Clark Kent, was his worldly identity, being Clark Kent. You know, he went in the phone booth, he changed his clothes, he went out and fought crime. Now, we understand we're supposed to blend in with this world, man. But you know, it comes a point of time that who you are truly begins to surface, man. Because in this class we're taking, they got what they call you wear masks, and believe it or not, that shows you how fucked up of a kingdom we're in, because putting on masks every fucking day. You wake up, you deal with people, and it's automatic. Now, in certain situations, life death scenario, like King David, where basically when he was on the run, what did he do before the king? He said, well, look, he basically played like a madman. Okay, he was drooling on his beard, he was spitting, he was acting like he wasn't very articulate, which that was a wise move because it got him out of a jam. Because if they found out who he was, he would have been put to death on the spot. Okay, so yeah, in certain aspects you have to wear a cover up, okay, life or death, or when you're dealing with certain shit. But Esau has got this world so fucked up to the point you being an Israelite in his kingdom is just it's non-existent. You can't be what you're destined to be, man. Okay, and it's very fucking irritating to be around a bunch of wickedness. And when you have a factual, not an opinion, but when you have a fact that's backed by logic, it becomes shunned, and it becomes a fucking problem. You know, like in this kingdom, in this world, right? You have the study of psychology, which is the study of the mind, right? You have textbooks, you have things with all this so-called accredited research, which all of it is a lot of bullshit and hypothesis anyway. Estimated guess based on somebody's theory or based on the way somebody feel at that time. Okay, so a lot of it is not even shrouded in fact. Okay, but these people that come from a textbook standpoint or a societal standpoint on how things are in the world today, because what's factual and what's been scientifically proven to work, when you look at the way of this world, it don't fucking work. Okay, when I'm in this class, man, and I'm looking at the people, these people are miserable. Okay, they have no hope, but they're putting on a facade, a fucking mask. Okay, and they're hiding behind this unproven theory behind Esau's pseudoscience that don't work. You know, like, there's no way in hell telling me that free rights or free speech, not free speech, or having a right to be a transmission or the alphabet community, you cannot fucking tell me that that's right. Okay, just because somebody make it right, or just because somebody says it's right, doesn't mean that it's right. Because look at the suicide rates. Those people end up having a suicide rate or thoughts of 60% or greater, and a lot of them actually go through with it. Okay, same thing about Transformers. A lot of times, look at this guy, Bruce Jenner. This guy is miserable now. All-time American Bruce Jenner. All-time America, Wheaties box mogul, right? Now, fast forward 30 years in the future, today, this dude is literally on psych megs and depression pills, man, because he regretted the choice that he's made. But yet you leave it to these bigots out here. They would tell you, well, you know, that's just a particular individual, but it's a proven fact that, you know, feminism is, like, you're justifying it, man. You know, like, they trapped me up today because I was explaining a scenario. And this is what I mean. I'm not a very good actor. I'm just be real with you. Brothers that know me, I can only fake for so long. I'm not a good actor. I'm not a phony fucking person. Okay, I'm not gonna play this game of trying to fit in. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna coon till I make it. That's bullshit, man. Now, it may work for certain brothers, but it don't work for me. Okay, it just don't. Now, I'm not saying I don't have balance. I don't have boundaries. I have those things. I know how to play the game just enough to get what I want out of it. But I can't go overboard with shit, man. You know, I just can't do it because my true emotion comes out. Like a brother told me before, he said, look, brother, he said, you're a type of brother, when you feel something, you show it. And that's just who the fuck I am. Anybody that knows me know that. I'm not going to sugarcoat with you. You know what I'm saying? So there's no room in this place for people like us, man. There's no room in this world for men of the Lord at all. Okay, now certain brothers have more stake they can lose. They have to learn to play the game. Me, fuck, I don't fuck with that shit. I'm not cut from that fucking cloth. I didn't grow up in a family of a bunch of phony shit happening. What you see is what the fuck you get, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's a challenge for me to have to really go to these places, these jobs, these school my mental, man. Because how much longer can I fake this shit before you start to believe it? Like a lot of times when you study undercover agents, like I like a lot of spy novels, man. Because believe it or not, before I came into the truth, when I was a kid, I always wanted to be like in some type of civil service, dealing with some type of espionage shit. You know what I'm saying? That was just what I wanted to be. So blending in, being a chameleon was never a thing until you actually do it. Okay, now let me make that make sense. It's not the fact I can't be a ghost and be undetected. That's not the hard part. The hard part about it is when you're constantly in that frame of mind, it's going to take a toll on you eventually, man. You know what I'm saying? Like when this nigga Ghost was getting out the game, they looked at you like, look, nigga, you Ghost. You ain't James St. Patrick. They was trying to convince him that he was Ghost and he wasn't James. So it started a conflict with them. He didn't know he was suffering from identity crisis damn near. Same thing about agents. Like a lot of times in the spy novels, like Jason Bourne, right? Prime example, undercover work, you have to get them away from that line of work eventually, because eventually they will start to believe, or they would defect from what they really truly are. And I feel like that's what this world is trying to do to the men of the Lord. Not saying we gonna lose our faith and shit, but it's coming to the point that I can't found shit that just not coming from a biblical philosophy, man. I can't. You know, they're talking about all these rights and women's. I can't relate to that shit no more, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm fucking tired of it. You know, you get ostracized because you think like a man. You know, like they got something which is called toxic masculinity. Okay, how the fuck is being a masculine man toxic? Like I got suckered into this debate about men and women today. I was describing one punk ass scenario because the Momo, he brought up a situation about establishing boundaries in relationship, which I agree. You should establish boundaries in a relationship because later on down the line, you know what the fuck you're not gonna deal with and what you're gonna deal with. So I brought out a scenario. I'm like, well, you know, me personally, I won't take a female serious that has a lot of male friends. I won't date a bitch like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'll pop her, but I'm not gonna take her seriously. It's not gonna work, because I understand a lot of times women that have a lot of male friends, a lot of times, you know, they've probably been raped or molested, or, you know, they probably played a whore. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Who really knows? But oftentimes women like that, they're very promiscuous. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, well, when you say female, what do you mean by that, female or woman? So now he drugged me into the debate. And by me being in the truth, naturally, I should have thought about it like, wait a minute, I'm not finna get suckered into this. Because initially, I supplanted his ass. I told him, well, I just say female in general because, you know, it just describing a woman. But the way he phrased it was like he really wanted clarity on that. So I was like, well, to be honest with you, man, you got females that have the female anatomy, okay, but they don't act like females. And then, you know, he tried to do this textbook psychological bullshit on me about, well, you know, describing the national society norms for what a woman was. Look, nigga, fuck all that shit. Just make your point. Fuck trying to sound deep and all this other shit. Basically, bitches ain't in a fucking role, man. But now we got so far away from that to the point that they said, well, what is the role of a woman? What the fuck you mean what the role of a woman is? It's natural. She have babies. She's supposed to submit. It's been a proven fact in science that women are naturally happy when they're in a submissive role. So it's you motherfuckers that's going against the grain, not us. You know, then this other bitch, she gonna say, well, what do you think your definition is of what a woman's supposed to do? And I said, well, look, it ain't my definition. This is the Bible. The Bible says X, Y, and Z. And I'll leave it at that. So the fucking teacher, as Christian as she claimed to be, she had this look on her face like, oh, well, you know, what this guy talking about? Bitch, you claim to come from a biblical household. You know the truth. You know what I'm saying? But you put all your time and your effort into your fucking career, into your fucking life, to the point you got away from what you're supposed to do. And this woman is probably 60-something years old. She ain't got no ring on her finger, so obviously her husband left her. And I see why. Because all her life she's been studying and been putting money and all this shit into her fucking career. You know, and she was breaking down to us on how she had to step back and do X, Y, and Z. And back in my mind, I'm like, well, bitch, that's why you ain't got no fucking man. You know, because you all about your career. Fuck this goddamn place, man. Any motherfucker out there make you feel like you right, you wrong because you believe the words of the Most High, motherfuck them in a boat they roll in on, man. And the Most High gonna kill every last one of their ass, man. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, hey, the Clark Kent shit worked for brothers. Hey, it worked for me. I'm not gonna cap. Most people, they can't figure me out. I like it that way. But at the same time, enough is enough, man. I gotta sit up here and fake who the fuck I am so these people don't get offended. Fuck these people, man. They getting ready to lose anyway. Well, they say, well, you know you gotta do what you gotta do to make it. Yeah, I get that. But honestly, at this point, I don't give a fuck about none of this shit, bro. I don't give a fuck about this world. I don't give a fuck about no job. I don't give a fuck about no school. I don't give a fuck about you people. Only people I give a fuck about is the men of the Lord and a few sisters and the true followers, man. And the ones that got our best interests. Okay? It's time for us to fucking dictate what the fuck goes on, man. Living by this punk-ass worldly standard. That's bullshit, man. You know? That's fucking bullshit. And a lot of you Israelite niggas out there that claim to be in the faith, that appear and uphold this world, the Most High is gonna kill you too, man. You know? And they say, well, that's anger and aggression. Well, you goddamn right. Because we're fucking tired. We're tired, man. We're tired of the wickedness. Amos 5:15 say, hate the evil and love the good and establish judgment in the gate. This punk-ass society, man. The fucking elites, they don't even believe in the shit they wrote. That's for you idiots out here. So fuck this goddamn place, man. I'm tired of faking. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of looking at these motherfuckers, man. I'm tired of it, bro. You know? I want to be Mahalaya Bun Lawyer. That's who the fuck I want to be, man. That's who the fuck I am. That's what I want to be. Fuck living to your standards. You know? And then there's a balance to everything. So you younger brothers out there, you know, just take heed. Balance everything. I'm not saying go to work and rebuke everybody. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying don't play the Clark Clinton. Do it. Do what you got to do. Okay, because we all have to, but that shit getting old, man. This shit is getting old because this world is getting wickeder, okay? It's getting more feeble by the second, and it's getting more fragile. And the more this world crumbles, we got to get strong in the spirit, man. Because there's going to come a time that the Most High is going to release us, man. And I can't fucking wait. I'm ready to become a hunter, man. You know, we're fishing. I'm ready to become a hunter on a whole nother level because you people, you got a lot of blood on your hands for the lies and the deceit you've pushed. And if we speak out against this, then all of a sudden we get in the world of shit, you know? So the hell with this place, man. Okay, the hell with this place. There's all this bullshit that people are fighting for, all this accomplishments, you know, people going to work. You niggas are, and it be you fucking niggas, man. You niggas are the worst one. You're too goddamn docile to see the writing on a fucking wall. It is done. It's over with. Okay? You people talking about careers. What careers do we have? What career do you have? All the schooling, all the so-called accomplishments, which is all bullshit anyway. All the shit that all the accomplishment I made in my life, it amounted to nothing, man. All the schooling, all the training, it don't mean a fucking thing, man. It just means to an end. Because who's to say that you're going to stay in the position you in? You may be done with that shit in a year. Now, all the bullshit, all the mental abuse, all the agitation you receive just to make means to an end is stupid. That's why it tells you that Lot, man, was vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. Okay? Because this is vexing, man. You know? And it's to the point, we don't have anybody to go get our mental health checked out outside of each other, man. You know? That's why the brotherhood is the best thing to vent to, because brothers can understand it. You know? When you feeling some type of way, you pick up the phone and call a brother. Man, of course you pray. You pray and you utilize prayer all the time. It works. But that's why the Lord set up the brotherhood. So you can utilize those aspects of it, man. But it comes to the time that talking about it only does so much. I'm past the point of talking about how the fuck I feel about shit. It's time for the Lord to act. That's the next remedy to remedying the men of the Lord. It's time for Yahweh Bashim Nahushai to fucking act, man. All the talking and shit is beautiful, is good, but I wake up and it's the same fucking thing again. I'm gonna get re-vexed. I have to have another talk. I'm tired of that shit. Judgment has to fucking come, man. That's what's gonna end all this shit. Okay, all of the smart guy, all that bullshit, fuck that, man. All the trying to sound deep, you know, like this fucking Momo. You know, everybody in class is just so all flabbergasted by this guy because he has all the answers. He's so smart. He's articulate. For one thing, he's a Mo. So if anything, you know he knows what depression is because he looks it every day. I see it on his face. The nigga look like he want to give up the ghost. Why is that? Because you're dealing with another man, bro. That's why you're not happy. Okay, you go to all these study groups, you go to all these psychologists, and you learn X, Y, and Z, and you incorporate it in the classroom like you're deep. But you only know these things because basically you're a picnic away from a suicide, from a bullet to the noodle, man. That's why you know everything you know. But these fucking idiots, they would never put two and two together. Oh, he's just so smart. Oh, he's just a class light and all this bullshit. When the true man of the Lord, the light of the world, is sitting right in front of you niggas, and y'all don't fucking see it, man. But that's good, though, because you people would never appreciate the righteousness until the Most High put your ass to death, man. You know? And we know we in an evil, wicked world. So that's why I say, let them have it. Let them have their glory. Scriptures say, woe to you that receive your consolation, man. You received your consoling here, being praised of this wicked-ass kingdom. I don't want praises of this wicked-ass world, man. But I do desire to see my people turn shit around and get right in the spirit. But I know that's not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? I know that for a fact. You know? And brothers are lighting it up, man. And hey, when I park the vehicle, I'm gonna try to get all these pre-sales, brothers, man. Because you know what, man? Enough is enough. Judgment needs to come. And I know I ain't the only person feeling like this, man. I just feel fucking out of place, bro. I hate being around these people. Just as much as they hate us, I can't stand being around these people. I can't stand it, man. I hate being around these people. I hate hearing the shit they talk about. I hate seeing their face, man. I have a strong dislike towards this shit. You know? Like I said, man, yeah, you fake it till you make it. I'm past that shit now, man. I'm above that shit. You know what I'm saying? Fuck this money, this monetary system. Anything I do outside of the truth, you get my bare efforts, man. You get the bare minimum. You're not getting 100% of a fucking thing. If it ain't the truth for you, how about Shemi Hawashai? You ain't getting 100% because you ain't worthy of 100%. We got the offer. Now, how about them fucking apples, man? And that's the spirit I got. Anybody don't like it? Fuck you. All right, fuck you, and fuck you, your mother, and fuck everybody that think like you. If you ain't coming from this true perspective, I don't give a fuck about what you think and how you feel. Okay, because at the end of the day, the scriptures say that my words should endure forever. Meaning the words of Yahweh Bashim Hawashai. They're going to endure forever. And people look at us like we the fucking problem. No, we're tired, man. It's bullshit. It's simple, man. The Lord made it simple for us to understand. It's not hard. You people choose to complicate everything because you're confused. But then again, that's what America means. Babylon the Great, it means confusion. The Hebrew word for Babylon is Babal. It means confusion. Okay, the word for America, it means bitter. And out of all the answers you niggas got here, all you niggas are still bitter. You going home with the same objective. You're working a dead-end job. You have no merit. Only fucking merit you have is a false-ass accomplishment, man. And that's it. And enough is a fucking enough, man. I'd be glad when this shit is over with. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm tired of suffering you people. And all the brothers feel like that. Certain brothers just express it more than others. Me, I just so happen to be a brother. If I'm not feeling you, you're gonna know. I'm not gonna fake how I feel about you. That's just not how it's not how my halaya operate. If I don't fuck with you, you're gonna know. Whether I tell you or whether you just get some type of demeanor from me. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's really like that. You know? So anyway, let's get a couple of these precepts, brothers, man. Get a couple of these joints real quick, man. Get my ass inside. Kind of load off, kind of get my mental right. Because I'm extremely vexed in the spirit. I'm not even gonna cap. And I haven't had this many people on the live stream in a long time. That's how I know brothers are feeling it. But anyway, shalom to you Akim out there, you Aquathim out there that's watching the videos, man. Shalom to you people, man. Galatians 4:16, the brother Kapashi Ayash. Shalom, brother. Galatians 4:16, it says, am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth? Exactly. You are enemy to this world because you are speaking truth, in fact, because the scriptures hate the world. I mean, the people, Slakia, the world hates the truth. Okay, Yahweh Shai said it. He said, look, man, you're not of the world, so therefore the world hated you. But before it hated you, just know that the world hated me before it hated you, because I testify that the works thereof are evil. That's why people don't profess and believe in a God. And even with these dumbass Christians out here, okay, these slow bellies, even though they profess to believe in a God, they still adhere to the principles of the world because they don't understand who the Most High is. Because if they understood who Yahweh Shai was, they would come against him too. Okay, which they are by directly coming against his men. You know. Let's see what else we got here. Kawaz Malak. This is the book of Psalms 6 and 3 and 4. It says, my soul is also sore vexed. But thou, O Yahweh, how long? Return, O Lord, and deliver my soul. And O save me for thy mercy's sake. And if you're not mentally strong enough, these people will literally turn the tables on you, man. Like, when we was having that class and I brought out those particular points, I didn't even overly go deep, but they can tell by my demeanor how it was changing what I'm about and what I like and what I don't like. And they displayed the same, you know, pushback with me as well. So basically it's me versus 7 other people in the classroom, which is fine. I'm cool with those odds. But just to show you how their attitude changed from me, just from a punk ass statement I made. You know, didn't even mean I said a female. And then we went into different questions, and before you know it, everything became this. Now, it wasn't any riffraff or anything like that, but you can tell when people don't really accept you, and that's fine. Who wants to be accepted by you people anyway? We don't give a shit. But just as much as y'all looking at me as an asshole, I'm looking at y'all as a bunch of demons. You know? Because honestly speaking, when you look at society, women are depressed. Why? Because they're not in their natural role. Okay, like this one chick, she comes in, she always have a sob story, you know, about how she's overweight, but yet this bitch is eating McCoffee and eating Doritos and all this other shit. And you wonder why you can't lose weight. Like literally her, like, I don't know what they call it, but like if you look where her cleavage is, not her cleavage, but like where her lower extremities at, it looks like an extra set of titties down there, man. It's like you got titties on your chest and you got titties between your legs, man. I don't know what they call that shit, but it ain't normal. And back in my mind, I'm like, you a fucking pathetic excuse for a fucking woman. That's what I really want to say. You know what I'm saying? But that'll come off as being hateful. But it's the truth. You got all this sob story because you know these people will appease your fucking feelings. But reality of it is you're not even taking care of your fucking self. Then you got a sob story because you want everybody to feel bad for you. But then you got the nerve to be the biggest feminist. Well, what do you mean that what do you mean the definition of a woman's role? Bitch, a woman's role is to do what the fuck she's told when she's told. That's just what it is, and that's just what it ends at. Period. And you should know that, right? You're married, ain't you? But you're not adhering to that because basically you ain't dealing with real men. Okay, so you have to take on all this baggage. You have to take on all this life. Now you're fucking depressed. As you should be, because you're dumbass. You follow the philosophies of Satan. Okay? Going down here. And I'm going to read a couple more, brothers, man. I ain't trying to rant and, you know, be all negative and shit. I'm just pissed the fuck. I'm just vexed. I'm tired of the bullshit, man. Honestly, I see what Job meant when he said, why didn't he just give up the spirit? I'd rather be in the spirit world before dealing with any of this dumb shit, man. And that's just real talk. Not wishing harm on myself or anything like that. No, but just hypothetically speaking, but from the truth, because the shit we got to deal with, you know. That's why Jacob's trouble is the best remedy this place has to. That's the best remedy the Most High got to offer, man. You know, because that's going to put an end to all the folly, all the wickedness, all the stupidity. That's going to put an end to that, man. And people are going to start to realize like they've been wrong this whole time. Okay. Revelation 12 and 11 from the brother GMS Hamaya. Shalom, brother. And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony, and they love not their lives unto death. So yeah, it appears we hate our lives. We hate our lives because of the shit we have to incorporate into our lives. Got to go to work, which no scriptures say you got to work, but all the madness on top of it, and knowing that it's all psychological bullshit. It's all a play on your mindset. You know, like I sit in the class or at the work, I'm like, this is really pointless. You know, and it's not even so much the job that's vexing me. I mean, that's just, I kind of be on my own with that. It's just the schooling aspect of it is stupid. I'm like, I don't need to go to school for something that I'm doing naturally by dealing with people. I'm doing fucking community health work on the highways and byways every goddamn week, dealing with these stupid niggas out here, man, and these crazy ass Edomites. I'm doing this shit every week. Fuck, I need to have a certification and something that I'm not going to use just in general. Like, come on, man. It's stupid. You know? Khan, bro, he said, Khan, call all y'all about Shemal Shah. I feel your pain, Akia. I'm feeling the same this morning with my wicked, rebellious wife. Yeah, shit, let's not go there. The women is enough, man. You know, the women, man. But, you know, it is what it is, brother, man. It's just as part of the battle. You know, because tomorrow, you know, it's going to be a different day. Same bullshit, and we just keep enduring it to the end, bro. So this not to tell brothers to go off and start fucking. No, I'm not saying that. You know, wear your mask, do what you got to do. But me as a person, it just, my mask is cracking, bro. You know what I'm saying? That ghost, that shit is starting, it's starting to pill out. And sometimes I can't help it. It's just who I am because the zeal. Like certain men of the Lord, they just had that fucking zeal, man. That no matter what, who they were was going to be who they were. Like Nehemiah, hey, he had that zeal because when Jake was speaking the bastard tongue, he said that the reason why they can't speak the proper Hebrew is because they're marrying no other nations, man. And it wasn't the problem that they were fucking with the other nations. It's the fact that they started to give over to the philosophies the same way Solomon fell. So Nehemiah started smoting them, okay, putting niggas to death. He was smacking them, pulling out hair because that zeal came over him, you know? And when I sit back and hear certain shit, I'm like, these people are out their fucking mind, man. Something as simple as a man and a woman supposed to get together and create whatever they need to create. Y'all turn that into confusion. Y'all make the Most High seem like he's the problem. Like, oh, he's the one that fucked up. But yet, you living on this very earth, eating up all the resources, enjoying the life that the Most High gave you, whether it's righteous or wickedness, but yet you say the Creator made a mistake. And that's a scripture, I forgot where it's at, but basically they find fault with the Most High. See, it's to the point your fucking opinions are going to be stopped, man. Okay, we're tired of fucking living and hide behind you people's fucking opinions. You have opinions, not fact. Okay, the facts that you got is created by the so-called white man, which is not a fact at all because the scriptures say he is the father of lies, man. He was a liar from the beginning and a murderer. Okay, that's why the Lord said, "Ye are of your father, the devil." Majority of you niggas, man. And it's always niggas that's the worst. And let's not get into you stupid ass Northern Kingdom. You don't know what the hell is going on. I got a Northern Kingdom broad in there too. She just in La La Land, man. Them slave-minded Negroes, man, they just all, they don't know. That's why the Most High is going to dead. Hey, if you a Northern Kingdom, man, and you won't know the Lord yet, then kudos to you. Straight up, because the Northern Kingdom, you niggas refuse to wake up. Straight up, you would never accept God being a so-called black man or man of color. You would never accept that. I remember when I first came into truth, I was breaking down the scriptures. This is when you're young and dumb and you try to wake everybody up. You try to wake up the dog if he'll listen to you. I was speaking to this Issacharite bitch. And that's exactly what I'm going to call her, a fucking bitch, because she wasn't humble at all. I was dealing with this stupid hoe, right? And then all of a sudden, we had a goddamn debate about the color of the Most High. So I showed the bitch out of the Bible like, look, the Lord, Revelation 1:14, he's a man of color. This stupid hoe going to say, no, he's white. But then again, you know, I was young and I was stupid and I didn't really understand the nature of women then because I was just a simple-minded ass Jake like we all were. But as I get older in the truth, I'm like, that's a waste of time even talking to these people. Like, if anything, like, they should be trying to fucking get clarity from us. But they're not going to do that because they're solidified in their wickedness, man. You know? Yeah, it says this whole place is dead end if you don't have the true guidance of the scriptures. You're absolutely right, brother. You're absolutely right, man. That's a call law, bro. Kawaz Malak. It says, and ye should tread down the wicked, for they should be the ashes under the soles of your feet in the day that I should do this, says the Lord of hosts. Beautiful, man. I can't wait. I can't wait, man. I can't wait to see the look on these people's faces, man. Because I about had enough of this shit. It's like, Lord, how long? I feel like in Habakkuk, I believe it's the first chapter. No, I think it's Habakkuk 1, when it goes into basically how long would the Most High allow grievousness to be prescribed before him. He was crying out like, how long would thou not judge, man? Because the prophets, man, we're in the worst case scenario. We're literally are the backbone of the nation of Israel, man. Now, you other Israelite groups out there, you niggas, man, you're winging it. You guys are winging it. You're not about this thing, man. You're not experiencing the vexation of what's to come, because your leaders don't teach you Yahweh Shai, man. Okay, Yahweh Shai had a whole head full of graves because he was vexed. He was going through so much dealing with our people. Them bearing false witness, them trying to kill him unjustly, rebuking. Like he called, what was it? Not Herod. He called him a fox, basically, man. And we know a fox is a sly and cunning, deceitful creature. 2 Peter 2:7, it says, and deliver just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. You're absolutely right, man. And deliver just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. Conversation goes into your actions, your deeds, man, your behaviors. It's not talking about, it's less or more what they're talking about, because a lot of times in the ancient world, and just in general, when people speak on things, they do it. They incorporate it. So if you talking about, let's say if you talking about being a mass murderer, that's in conversation talks, but after a while, your life gives over to that mindset of being a degenerate or degeneracy, and then you begin to act and you begin to just totally go left. And that's when it goes into the conversation. Like the elder brother Uriah and Benji, they made an excellent point about the mustard seed. Like if you ever grew a mustard seed, you see that they're literally like as a speckle of a pin. Like if brother seen like a sewing needle, if you look at a mustard seed, it starts off very small. So if you plant a seed of righteousness and then it sprouts into a field of righteousness, but a small shekel of wickedness, just like leaven, a little leaven in an unleavened lump will leaven the whole goddamn lump. So one shekel of wickedness all of a sudden just created this whole chaos, this whole world of chaos, man. Like, because in class, I'm like, well, here come the feminist nonsense. And then the Momo like, well, what is your definition of feminism? I'm like, well, basically women's empowerment. Women trying to be over one. He said, no, that's misogyny. It's opposite of being a misogynist. Motherfucker, I know the meaning of it, but where did feminism come from? It came from a sign of misogyny, man. Not misogyny, but misogyny, however the hell you pronounce it. You know what I'm saying? It comes from that. What the fuck you think feminism come from? Now, you have levels to feminism, but then they try to justify and say, well, women just want to be equal with men on a social economic structure. Look, motherfucker, if you can't go to war and kill off an entire nation and collect spoils, you don't deserve the benefit of it fully. Okay, I don't get that shit. You want to be equal with us social economically, but at the same time, bitch, you ain't building skyscrapers. You ain't fighting wars in order to make a comfort lifestyle. So you don't deserve the equal rights, man. Now, to put that into perspective, men have their rights, women have their rights. Everything is done decently in order. Are we saying that women shouldn't be happy? No, we're not saying that. Are we negating women from particular opportunities? No, we're not saying that either. We're not saying that women shouldn't have things they should do. Okay, everything is put into a perspective. Okay, but it's rights within rights, and everything is supposed to be in order. Okay, women is not supposed to be on a level socio-economically of men, because for one thing, it was known for men to fight wars, to build up civilizations, to do the hard laboring. So if you didn't do that, yeah, you may benefit off of it, but you're not supposed to reap the primary benefit of what the fuck we work for. Because my thing is, if you can't go out there and kill a wild animal with your bare fucking hands, don't talk to me about being equal. Then they're going to justify what say, well, we're not talking about strength-wise. Well, what the fuck are we talking about? Because socioeconomically prove that most of you women are stupid any goddamn way. You regurgitate what you hear, and most of it is off your feelings. How the fuck is that some type of productive or production in society when you're clearly going off your emotions? So what? You could pick up a textbook and learn how to run a fucking business. And so what? That don't mean you're smarter. That don't mean you're greater. It doesn't mean that. So my thing is, if I'm laboring out here, you don't deserve to make as much money as I make it, because I actually laid the fucking groundwork. Esau don't even believe in that shit, but that's confusion. Okay? And once again, we're not saying that women shouldn't have women have their rights as women. Men have their rights as men. Like, I don't have a right to give birth to a child because I'm not a fucking woman. All right, period. So when you see all these pregnant ass men out here, that's outside of their right. That's off as hell. That's wickedness. That's confusion. But see, you niggas always want to justify shit, man. That's why the Most High is gonna bring. What will help this whole situation, brothers, man, is a purge. We want to see you people talk that shit. And I was gonna say it in class. I'm like, you know what would solve this? A purge. That would get rid of all the goddamn misinformation. That'll get rid of all the bullshit, all the coming together, believe. Nah, that's gonna dead all that. Because I guarantee you, when Jacob's trouble hit, and when this purge happens across the world, not just in America, I guarantee you women ain't gonna want to be equal with men in that day. So fuck your goddamn philosophy, man. All right, we don't give a shit about it. Next precept. And I'm finna end it, brothers, man. I just want to get as much as I can because I know you brothers are lighting it up. Ecclesiastes 7:7. Surely oppression maketh the wise men mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart. Yeah, this is oppression. Being around a bunch of people that go against the law, statutes, and commandments is oppression, man. These people are really filled with the spiritual demon Satan. And then you're left feeling some type of way, you know what I'm saying, hurt, feelings hurt, mad, because the world is coming against you. Because it don't feel good when people come against what you believe in. It just don't. And you sitting there looking like, oh shit, I feel fucked up. Yeah, you're gonna feel fucked up because these people are evil as hell. You know? That's why the scriptures say, hold fast to what thou have. And I will give, what is it? The Lord said, hold fast to what thou hast. Okay? Because, and don't let no man take thy crown. Because if you overcome, you get a crown, you know, you get to overcome. The Lord is going to lay up a crown of righteousness because you stood stiffly for your beliefs, man. Because at the end of the day, what we speak about is going to withstand the test of time. Now, look at every other society. Every other society thrives perfectly until the philosophies of the West come about. That's why all the world is fucked up. When you started, shit, go out there in Ghana, man. They don't agree with the fuck going on over here. They said, why would you take a philosophy that nobody wants over in their land and force it upon them? He said, if you believe in being momos, then keep that shit over there. Don't bring that over here to us. But that's what the scriptures are saying, man. The wine of the fornication, the wine of their wrath, man. Esau's philosophies, it's like a cancer. And when you get into the scriptures with these people, they can't deal with it. Because then that would come, the Bible is written by man. But yeah, bitch ass nigga, the book you're reading was written by men. So which holds more credible? A credible source. Proven history and facts and prophecy versus somebody's fucking idea that they came up with and poisoned you with. So withstand the test of time, man. Because from what I know, the Bible is the most selling book in the whole world to this day. Why? Because people find truth in it. Whether they understand the truth or not, people know that this is the word of the Most High, whether they agree with it or not. All right. 2nd Ezra 7:41. Even so now, seeing the corruption is grown up and wickedness increased, and the righteous have prayed for the ungodly, what should it be now also? Okay, right. Because you got to understand that angel was telling Esdras that over a dispensation of time, things were going to wax worse and worse and get worse. So us as men of the Lord have to understand the times we're in as well. You know, things are going to get more evil. Things are going to get more vexing to the point we're going to be public enemy number one. We're going to be put on the spot for what we believed in. So I feel like the Lord is setting us up in these predicaments to get us ready for what the fuck getting ready to come down. Because eventually, people, they're watching, they're taking notes. They know. You know, so I won't be surprised if people know exactly who I am. They probably see me out there speaking. And then I got the guy from the IUIC in there, which that's he could be a whole agent. Now, I don't know if he knows particularly I'm with GMS, but he knows that I agree with the doctrine. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, just the way I speak in certain instances, he probably picked up on it. But me, I don't give a fuck. Report, spy, do what the fuck you want to be. At the end of the day, that ain't going to prove a damn thing. It's going to prove exactly what we've been saying. You know, I feel like, why the fuck I got to hide out who the hell I am in front of these niggas when these niggas blatantly wear fringes to school? Now, he ain't been wearing the fringes. I don't know if you seen my video. He ain't been wearing those fringes no more, but these guys are teaching that you supposed to wear your fringes and borders of blue everywhere, which is folly, man. You know, but hey, each to his own. Me, I don't do that shit. Cause I know I'm not a Jew just outwardly. I know about being an Israelite inwardly and outwardly, and I don't need fringes to prove that I'm keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, man. You know what I'm saying? So, 2nd Ezra 7:42, and it reads here, it says, and he answered me in saying, this present life is not the end where much glory doth abide. Therefore have they prayed for the weak, man. Yeah, that's right. This is not the the life that glory is going to abide, especially for us. This life is going to be miserable. It's going to be hell. It's going to be agitating. Okay. It's going to be all over the place. And this is just not a place for us, but we have to go through the straits in order to receive the bride, man. You know? Come on, brother. Yeah, brother in Orlando. Hey, brother, trust me, every fucking day, man. Like, I dread going to these places. I'm late for class every fucking day. You know why? Because I just don't give a fuck. And I'm just being real with you, brothers. I'm not telling you to adopt the mindset, but each man has that limit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, shit, I got to be at the class at 9 o'clock. That's early enough for anybody to make it anywhere on time. But I'm to the point I'm burnt out. I have no more to give this place, man. I'm giving them the bare minimum that they require so I can get my daily bread and take my black ass home and do what the fuck I'm supposed to do for the Lord and what the fuck I want to do. Okay? And everything I want to do revolves around the truth. Okay? Outside of, you know, my folly and shit I get into. Lawful, by the way. But it's to the point I want to serve the Lord and do what the fuck I want to do. I don't give a fuck about living to anybody else's standard. I want to serve the Lord, make the Lord happy. And my folly time, I want to do what the fuck I want to do when I want to do it. If I want to wake up at 12 o'clock in the afternoon and eat a goddamn oatmeal pie, that's what the fuck my halal want to do. Okay? I don't want to be on nobody else. If it ain't on the Lord's time, I don't give a fuck about nobody else's time. All right? I just don't. Okay? Call it whatever you want to call it arrogance, but I call it a ruling class mentality. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been told before, well, you won't make it very far with that mentality. Well, I've made it this far. And I don't give a fuck about living up to you people's standards. My concern is if I'm cool with Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So fuck your goddamn ideas. If the Lord sees fit for me to make it far, then that's exactly what's going to happen. Because none of you demons dictate a goddamn thing that going in any brother or sister life in this world. So fuck all you niggas, man, that think like that. Straight up. Bayan Yasharala, 2 Peter 2 and 6, and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemned them with the overthrow, making them an example to those that should have to live ungodly. Right? So, hey, eventually, you people gonna get fucked up. Period. Because you're living ungodly. My thing is, I want to teach the word, and I want to do jujitsu. Everything else comes along after that. I want to teach, and I want to do jujitsu. Teach and do jujitsu. Okay? And be left the fuck alone. Okay? Deal with my woman. When I want to deal with her, when she started pissing me off, hey, you get the fuck home, go the fuck home, go find you some business. Straight up. That's the mindset we in now. All right? So serve the Lord and do what the fuck we want to do. Everything else is just a fucking chore. You know, paying bills. What king pay bills? You know, living in these shitty ass apartments and lofts. You're constantly going up on rent and you got to work twice as hard just to make ends meet for a shitty ass fucking apartment that you may not be living in a year anyway. It's stupid, man. It's dumb. It's vanity. The scriptures tell you that life itself, man, is vanity, bro. It's fucking dumb. I don't know. Maybe I'm just too much of a realist. I don't know. I accept that. Verse 7, and I'm going to end it out to here, man. It's getting hot in this car. I've been going for 43 minutes already. I ain't with this long in a live stream by myself in a long time. So I knew I had a lot to say. And this is therapeutic. This is my therapy. This is how I vent. You know what I'm saying? This is how I vent. I'm talking to our community of people that understand what the fuck is going on. You know, because being around you people, man, you have been and drove yourself mad. All right. Second Peter 2 and 7, and delivered just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. That's right, brother. For that righteous man dwelling among them and seeing and hearing, vexed his righteous soul from day to day with their unlawful deeds. You know? And that's just where I'm at with it, man. So, hey, damn you brothers, man. I feel bad by not getting all your, out of all your precepts, man. You know, but, hey, you know, I've made my point. The water, you know, for the sister saying praying for peace in your spirit. Yeah, we do need peace. Only peace I get is really around the brothers, man, or in my own home. Other than that, I don't really have peace in this place, man. My mind won't allow it. I don't have peace being among these people because I'm just tired of them. You know, so if I ain't in my house or dealing with people that's closely in my circle, you know, whether it be a crazy ass woman I be dealing with, shit, even time I get fucking tired of her ass. But you know what I'm saying? Other than that, I don't have peace outside of my circle, man. I just don't. So, but, you know, we got to do what we got to do. So, hey, brothers, man, you brothers and sisters out there, I want to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bashim Kakodash. Want to give double honors to our elders and the apostles of Great Millstone that rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Salaki, every brothers felt like I was ran, man, you know, but everything we do is revolved around the truth, man. We need this. It's therapeutic. So with that, shalom. and a barber ball. Shalom.